walk you through what you need to include in your client offboarding or goodbye guide. I get so many questions all the time about onboarding and welcome guides and welcome kits. And this is great. Like, you should have this in your business. Onboarding new clients is a great way to just give them a really good client experience the minute they start working with you. But it doesn't stop there. And this is why I wanted to share the client offboarding guide and client offboarding process. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about what to include, and I'm going to show you my template and what's included. I'm going to walk you behind the scenes of what my template looks like, the different pages that I encourage my clients to include, and how you can actually download a copy of this template, which I'm linking down below for you. Now, if you don't have a client offboarding guide in your business, I highly recommend it. It's just a way for closing off or wrapping up that relationship. So yes, you've done their event, you've wrapped up everything, they've done their final payment, but you still also need to offboard them in style, right? You want to onboard them a certain way, you want to offboard them in a similar fashion. You want to keep that client experience going from beginning to end. So here's how I'm going to show you how to do that. Guys, so this template is one that I use with my clients and that I give them as a template or as a guide to get their own offboarding package started. It's one that's very easy to customize. It's very easy to brand it to your own business. So all you got to do is just hop in, you change the font, you change the colors, you swap out the photos with your own photos, and you're good to go. So let me show you exactly what's included. So one of the first things, of course, is your cover page, right? Your cover page does show a cover image, but just the name of the actual packet and your client's name, just to add a bit of customization and personality. Then the next thing you're going to have, now I give them two options. I actually give them three sometimes for the cover page, so you can change it up because everyone's style and preference is different. The next thing you want to have is a thank you page. So you just wrapped up working with the client. That's amazing. But you do want to thank them. And you probably have already done that. But you do want to thank them just for working with you, for the experience, for the pleasure of actually choosing you and going through this experience together, right? It just reinforces how grateful you are that you got this opportunity. The next thing I love to include is a special gift. Now, for some of my planners, they actually send an actual physical gift, right? You'll mail a gift to the client's house. Sometimes my clients give them a gift card. If you're doing the gift card route, you can always use this page. If not, just delete it, or even just delete the gift card item and just put, you can expect to mail in, a gift in the mail, something like that. And you could even include that in your thank you page and then just delete this page altogether. But if you're going the e-gift route, definitely add a special gift page. I know my clients love it. The next one is kind of a wrapping it up page, right? So I call it the hooray page, and it's just kind of recapping what's happening, and you just let them know, well, I'm about to recap everything that we did because we had some good things, right? We had lots of highlight. Here's why I love this. I love this because it's your opportunity to reinforce for that client why they made the right decision hiring you, because it solidifies in their mind, you know what, if I have something else coming up, they think of you, or if they know someone who has a wedding coming up, they're thinking of you, right? It's just recapping to really highlight the value that you provided. And I'll show you what that includes. So I like to do an event actual recap. So pull out a couple of items. You don't have to go line by line and include everything that ever happened. You don't need this. The event is over. But what you want to do is you want to just put in some things that you achieved while working with them over the last 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, year, whatever that is. Pull out the key things, the things that really stood out that you know the client liked or that you liked doing, right? Wrap those out. The next thing you want to link for them are files and deliverables. Now that you're no longer working together, what you don't want is your clients to be sending emails back and forth. How do I find this? Where do I find the old list? How can I download this? Do you have a list of this? Did I pay my invoice? What's the final amount? What was the you don't want any of that. So what I like to do is I like to wrap it up by linking to my client portal. So I use a CRM with my clients, and if you are on a program like Honeybook, you probably do too. If not, by the way, guys, I'm going to link Honeybook down below because you can get 50% off using my code, shameless plug. But it's a great way to just link your client to the place that they can find files that you guys worked on together. Whether that's your final attendees list, maybe a list of everyone who sent a gift, everyone that you sent thank you notes, like thank you cards to, all of that, link it. And because this is a downloadable document, if you're sending it by email, you can put those links in and they can link directly to that spot. Now, I also use a shared drive with my clients to drop files that might not work best in my CRM CRM and I use Google Drive. So I'll have a folder with their name that we both have shared access to. I'll also link items in that file here. Now, emails, I love to include emails. Here's why. In your CRM, if you have a good CRM, your emails back and forth through the CRM are tracked. It's a great way for your clients to be able to see past communications and everything else. Maybe you sent some information to them that they need referred to, all of that. If you work with the photographer directly, now most photographers will be sending their files directly to the client, but if you have one of those kind of packages that include it, I know one of my clients, she does micro weddings and her package includes all the vendors. So when you get your deliverables, it includes your actual photography files, then make sure that you're including stuff like that as well. What you want to do is think through the kind of things that your clients ask common questions about all the time and include those so that they have access, so they're not emailing you back and forth after the event 3 months later asking you, where do I find this? I love to include our helpful resources. So your client just went through a really big experience of doing their event. The big hoopla is over. What are some things that you know they should be doing next? Should they be closing their wedding registry? Is there a name change service that you use that you recommend? What are those things that you can put through? This is an amazing place to put all of that in. Now, here's my thing. When you do this, you don't understand the weight that you take off a client's mind when they don't have to think through, what do I do next? Or that you actually give them an idea of things that they might not even have thought about. This is the place to do it. I love these helpful resources because they do a couple of things. One, they allow you to actually give your clients something to do that they might not have thought of. You've just written something off a to-do list, or maybe you added to it because they didn't know it was there. But the other thing that it does for you is it also gives you an opportunity to recommend other vendors. Maybe you are an affiliate or partner with another vendor. You can actually refer them and get a commission here. Also, the other thing that you can do right here is you can do a little bit of an upsell, right? If there's anything that maybe you're someone that offer an additional service after the event, like maybe you offer a service where you help them wrap up different things or send thank you. Maybe your thank you gift sending is an upsell. This is an opportunity to also do that. Now, here's the part that's the most important with offboarding. It's an opportunity to get feedback, right? So I have an actual feedback or reviews page that I use. Now, depending on who you are and where you use it might be different. Some people I know will collect feedback on their website. Others send them to third-party places. I actually create a page on my website. If you go to eventcertificate.com/reviews, you can see it. I just have a couple of places that I like to be reviewed. One, first and foremost, is Google. Or two, I want you to send me an actual video review that I can use within my content and my website, right? For you, that might be different, but know what those are. If you have multiple places that you want the clients to go to, which it's good to have, but don't overwhelm them too much, right? If it's something you can copy to each of those platforms, do it yourself, but have a page and give them those options on the one page. And then at the end of that, you put a bow on it and just say, let's stay in touch. Thank you for your time. Here are the different places you can connect with me if you don't already. Add your social media links and accounts. And guys, that's it. Now, I'm going to link this template down below for you. If you want a copy, you can download it. Thanks so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.